catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Akron. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Bengals at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here we go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He will have the conversion and more than that. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Play action. It's gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, here's Mitchell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had them on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Bentley. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
You gotta give some credit there. He hopped up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now gone. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. A huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they... And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past... being stopped just before the 35.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now it's Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase,
his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Another run with Mitchell. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Goff. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deebo Samuel, 66 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Pittsburgh. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Again, Goff. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Catch made by Slayton. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Got his target, Samuel. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
3. A shotgun snap for Goff. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
It's a gain of a yard.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here we go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 14.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now out come the Steelers.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Goff's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not in a lopsided game like this, they are not letting up.
On 4th down, Goff. This will be caught at Samuel. And unable to break away, they stop it a few yards short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.